You're such an asshole.
Hey everybody, got a emergency request. It's got to be done in 48 hours, and therefore, wait, hang on. Did he pay? He wanted video response. Okay, he did want a video response. Just want to make sure. At assholeconsulting.com. So I'm doing it here. Hey, clearly, long time no speak. Not sure if you remember me, but I'm the guy who gets $3,100 per month that you did a video for back in March of 2016. A lot has changed since then. I thought I'd give you an update. First, I decided to say fuck you about your advice on leaving school and traveling, and decided to continue in my BA in communications. I'll be graduating this May with $27,000 in student loan debt. Since I realized a year ago that the degree is worthless, I decided to milk my university for every opportunity and resource I can while I'm still here, i.e. social experimenting, networking, mentors, discounts, etc. I even took a few business courses to help with my future real estate endeavors. Secondly, I realized that the settlement that I received isn't ongoing upon death. It actually stops when I turn 48. I'm 22 now. So what, 26 years? You got plenty of time. I made the deliberate decision to automatically save $1,600 of that each month, all while still keeping my living expenses low. I don't own a car, no job, and I'm still living with my parents in New York City until I finish college and get the ball rolling. I keep myself busy, not only with school, but also staying in shape, reading, and learning a lot about real estate. At this point, my plan after graduating is to somehow land a full-time job in property management and purchase a multi-family duplex rental property in a decent working-class neighborhood 30 minutes away in New Jersey. The reason for property management, so I can learn how to effectively manage my own properties down the road. I'll be living on one side of the duplex and using leverage to cover the mortgage and expenses, practically living for free or very cheap. And I think this will be a good game plan. As I would have 3 incomes: job, settlement, small profit from tenants, and build wealth and assets at the same time. Also, I'm planning to get my real estate license in New Jersey, become a realtor as a side gig. If I become successful at this, I'll leave property management and tackle the sales full time, using my photography and videography skill sets to market my listings. You better have some amazing fucking skill set, because that's not a skill set. My question to you, what do you think about this post-graduation game plan? How can I make it better? And before I purchase this rental property, we suggest another real estate market to invest in. Aha! I was also thinking of Florida, nice weather, cheap housing. No state income taxes. Delaware, low taxes, business friendly. It's Delaware, dude. It's leftist shithole. Or Texas. Aha! Let me know. P.S. I ended up getting in better shape after losing 100 pounds last year. All right, dude. I finally got a hot girlfriend I always wanted. All it ever took was patience and hopefulness. Thanks to the underdog. Okay, here's the deal, dude. I like your game plan. I like it, the fact that you can get in real estate. You have this annuity, this income coming in every month that'll help you pay for it. I like the idea of you socking away some of it for savings. The only thing I don't like about this is New Jersey. This is why I wrote the book Reconnaissance, man. This is why I wrote it, and I hate to keep bringing it up, but this is exactly why I wrote it, so that people would go read this and avoid making it, because you're about to make the biggest mistake that I made in my life, and that is buying property in a leftist shithole, all right? Because I was here in Minnesota, and this is where I was, that's where my job was. You don't think. Young people don't think outside of their state, let alone their town. All right? And I didn't have the money. Oh, I'm going to work hard and pay off the money. Look, dude, you have a monthly stipend that will allow you to do reconnaissance for a year straight. If you could do reconnaissance until you're 48, I wouldn't recommend that, but you have the perfect setup to go and explore this country and figure out first where you're going to invest. Right? And like I said, you're making the exact same mistake I did, and that is you're going to buy property in a leftist shithole. And New Jersey is a leftist shithole, and they have even worse property taxes than Minnesota or Minneapolis. So what I would strongly recommend you do, I do like you getting into real estate. I think that's not a bad idea, and you're studying it, you're teaching yourself. That's very good. But what I would do before you buy your first house, first, figure out where the fuck you want to live. Do you really want to live in New Jersey with the fucking snow and the liberals and the douchebags? Are you kidding me? And the fucking teachers' unions that jack up and the fucking ass rape you? Are you joking me? You do not want to invest or live in New Jersey. You can live wherever you want for the next decade, 2 decades and a half, next 26 years. Now, what I'd recommend you spend at least the first year of your time, especially this summer. Summer's coming up. You're graduating in May. Dude, get a car and then go wherever you want. Now this again, you can read chapter 6 of Reconnaissance, man. I give you some ideas. I narrow it down because the United States is very big. I whittle it down from 50 states to 13. Florida's being one of them. Tennessee is another. I would check that shit out. Now keep in mind it's gonna be very hot during summer. But Texas. But if you have the time, which you do, and you have the money, which you do, I'd be spending like the next year reconning the entire United States. I hate to say buy the book, but please buy the book because it's going to take way too fucking long and way too much of your money and time for me to explain in detail what. But go read that book and look at the states that I pick. And if you don't know, here's a great way: Vegas and Denver. Those are two places you can headquarter out of, and then just go and explore the West from there. You got, frankly, aside from Florida and Texas, you got to get on the other side of the Mississippi. And you got to get on the other side of the plain states. It's not like, oh, I'm on the Mississippi. Hey, Kansas. Oh. You got to get on the other side of Kansas. And you got to make it to the Rocky Mountains. So what I would do before... do not buy a property. Do not buy a property. Until you have done reconnaissance and figure out where you really like... where you'd like to live and where you think you should invest. Second, while you're doing reconnaissance, obviously you can't be hiking and exploring all day. At night, this is in the book again, I handhold you through it, you are going to be doing research and you're also going to be studying up to become a realtor. So you continue studying your realty, continue studying real estate, continue studying Schedule E's and cash flow statements and all that other stuff, rental property analysis. I mean, all that is very good stuff that you could teach yourself at night when you're about to go to bed. But the first thing is you got to figure out where you're going to plant roots and where you're going to buy your first property. And that, dude, that could be the difference between you being a millionaire and you being stuck in fucking New Jersey owning a liability. That's like buying into Detroit or buying into Dallas, Texas. Who do you think did better in the past 30 years? All right? So you're going to go out. You could get a real estate. You're in no rush. But go and explore this country first. Especially with that money you have coming in. Get a car, go drive around, put together a game plan, get a roadmap, put together an itinerary. Really, please go buy Reconnaissance, man, and read it, because there's a whole bunch of logistical things in there, like where do you sleep? How do you afford this? I mean, you could afford hotels probably, or bed and breakfast, or not bed and breakfast, Airbnb. But and you're going to have to buy a car because you're not 25. There's a lot that's in that book, and this is exactly what you got to do. But go explore the country, figure out where you want to live, study as you're going through this journey, learning about real estate, save up the extra money that you don't need and you're not using, and then when you finally find out where you want to live, then go and study, become a realtor in that area. Buy yourself that, do the analysis, find yourself a nice duplex or triplex or quadplex. It may take you a while to save up the down payment if you have to. That's all right. Get your job, and then that town that you also explored and discovered, you say, oh man, I really like this town, and it fits your real estate analysis. You think this economy is going to grow and you think the real estate market is going to do well. That's where I would go. All right, that's where I would invest. But God almighty, man, you don't invest where liberals are. You just don't. You do not invest where leftists are. They will fucking steal and take your money, especially with real estate. I've said this before. When you invest in a liberal town, when you buy a house in a liberal town, that's like going into the most expensive and underperforming and shitty homeowners association. That's all property taxes are, is a very big homeowners association bill for people who are in that town. And if you're in a leftist shithole town, they're going to jack up their property taxes and complain about it at the same time. I don't understand. Minneapolis, liberal towns are so fucking stupid. Oh my God, our property taxes went up. It's like, you voted in literal socialists. What did you think was going to happen? So just go to where the Republicans are. Do not invest in any leftist liberal shithole town. But it's not just like, oh, well, there's Republicans here, I invest. You got to find the town that's made for you. All right? So do your reconnaissance first. Take your time. Please read the book because it will go through. It'll save you months worth of time and mistakes, and it'll, like, we can have you go at this trajectory, or we can have you go at this trajectory, like that. Just read the book. So here's what I'm telling you now for your $35. Here's what happened if you go buy that book, and heck, you know what you could do? You can get it in audio format too while you're driving around and listening to it. I'll tell you what, please be the poster child for that book. But before you do any of that, don't invest in New Jersey. Please don't do that. Find out first where you belong in this country. And then your plan is great. I think your plan is great after that. But obviously, you're going to want to have enough income and rental properties paid down, of course. So by the time you turn 48, now you just got all this rental income coming in, and you don't need that annuity anymore. That not annuity, but that what is it? Inheritance you got? Well, you don't need that monthly check no more because you've replaced it now. And then, bam, dude, you're set until you're dead. You could retire at 35 if you wanted to. So, anyway, hope that helps out. You guys got questions? Go to assholeconsulting.com. Send your questions there, along with your money. We have my books. You can find those all at Amazon.com. It's not just Reconnaissance, man. There are others out there, and you definitely do need them. And then tune into the Old Clary podcast. You can find that on SoundCloud.com. Best of luck to all of you. Toodles.